my name is Lisa and today I am getting creative and I'm going to be making a mini book with you. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. I hope you like creative things as well. I have got this lovely crate paper collection called Here and There. I've selected these papers here and I've also got 40 pieces of ephemera. I love ephemera packs. You can see here loads and loads of bits and pieces. Now I was going to get busy and work on my traveller's notebooks, on my traveller's notebook. That really is a mouthful. Basically my travel stories for my trip coming up, but I'm just laying this out. It just screams out mini book to me, so I'm actually going to make a mini book first, and then on another day I'm going to be filling in the scraps, using up the scraps on my notebook. So I'm going to get the good stuff out the way first. Now I am going to make a little mini book for our trip that's coming up in Savannah. I did think I would use the July 1st as that's when we are going. Love this bit of yellow here, and then I will add, I think, a hole in the middle there for the book ring. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's have a little look through, see what I can use, and this is how I'm going to move forward. I haven't actually planned anything. This is a bit spontaneous right now. I've ordered 2 pieces of these. By the way, I am doing this, sorry, I haven't explained. I'm doing this designing for papermaze.co.uk today. Everything here is from Papermaze. I will leave the links below. So if you love this collection, you can go and order, especially if you're in the UK. Papermaze are one of the few really good scrapbooking stores still available. Unfortunately, there aren't as many around as there used to be, but Papermaze is one of the good ones. I did ask for 2 of these papers because I love them so much. Sometimes with double-sided paper, you've just got to do that. This is just perfect for so many different projects, but I do love the leaves, so I think I'm going to be using these. These are really good for journaling, actually. I do quite like that idea. But I'm going to cut the leaves out as well for a bit of embellishment. Like I said, this is going to be used for the front of the album. I do quite like the back, however. That's really nice. This is really fun. I like this paper a lot. I like this a lot too, and I think I might use that for a cover as well. I've got some little mopedy things, and this was what caught my eye. I would like to cut these out and use these. We've got some little taxis. Do love the map. The map's really nice as well. And then these are always fun for mini books and various other projects. I can see myself cutting these out and using these, and I just love the postcards and the envelopes. I cannot wait to use these. I've got lots of ideas, and the arrows really caught my eye. I love the map though as well. Really caught my eye. I like cutting things out. So that's where I'm starting. I've got to decide how large I want to do the album. Might cut this down first and then move on forward from there. I've used kept the design top and bottom, and I think this is going to be a bit too big for what I want it is. So how about that? Yeah, I want it slightly larger than the tag. I think slightly larger than that, but obviously I want it large enough to be able to put photos on, and I'm going to cut that down, and that's going to be my cover. There we go. This wood here, this wooden effect really reminds me of the house that we're going to be staying in Savannah. I've seen lots of photos, and lots of yellow and hardwood floors, so this is getting me very excited about the trip. Right, so I'm going to open up this pack. Actually, I haven't even had a proper look what's in here. What I like to do, I like to go through, take out any pieces that I know I definitely don't want to use, and then obviously something with New York in when we're going to Savannah doesn't help, and then it just helps make up a few decisions. Actually, I might keep that definitely for the traveller's notebook. Yeah, I think I'll keep all these with the smaller bits. So I've worked out my pages, and I've trimmed down some of the pattern paper, and I've got some white cardstock as well, and I've used the other piece. Actually, let's try that over. I've got another postcard here actually, so I'm going to stick that one sticking out as well. I quite like that idea. I also really like this paper here, so I'm going to cut this down, and again I've got perfect space for photos and also great space for journaling. So let's have a little flick through at where I am so far. You've obviously seen the cover and these bits, and like I said, I'm just leaving space, so I've got plenty of space for photographs and for journaling. Places like this I can obviously journal down the side, add my photographs. I like bits that stick out. Lots of space to do whatever I want here. I don't want to go too crazy with designing because obviously I don't know what photos I'm going to take at this stage, so it's all very exciting, but it's just nice to come back from a trip and be able to add photos to something. Here I cut out from this sheet here. I've got one at the top. No, actually this was from one of the die cuts actually, and I've stuck that at the top. This was from that sheet, and I've stuck another one on the other side there, and then at the back I've done that. So now I'm just going to add some embellishments to the book. I really liked the leaves on this paper all along, so I'm going to cut a whole load out of these. If you've only got half pieces left on the paper, like here, I haven't got the whole ones, you can still use them. They're really good to add at the bottom of pages or next to photos, so don't worry too much if you haven't got the whole of the design. I have a lovely little pile of embellishments now. I've cut out the leaves, I've cut out some arrows, and I've gone through the pieces from the pack and taken out what I definitely want to use. And now the fun bit, whoops, all my pages have fallen out. The fun bit, I'm going to go through the book and stick everything in. So this is my finished book, and obviously it needs attaching together. I was originally going to do a hole there, but I've ended up doing a proper book. So I'm going to be using my lovely long reach stapler, and if I remember right, I think I've still got green staples. Yep, which goes perfectly. And I just need 3. I made sure beforehand that everything was where I wanted it to be, and this is done. Actually, I need the word Savannah on the front, don't I? I need to go and find some stickers. Forgot this as well. I've also got all these little bits and pieces that I wanted to cut out. So the book, I keep saying it, the book's nearly done. I've added up in the extra strips, but I want to add a little bit of colour. So I've got a little bit of the pink Kaiser colour. I've got it in my palette with some water. So I'm going to treat it almost like a watercolour. So it's going to be really thin and roughly go around there, and then I'm going to do the same inside. That's going to run, so I just need to blot that. I'm just going to go and colour in a few bits and pieces in the book, just really roughly, just to add a little bit more colour. And what I'm going to do, whoops, is blot each page. I keep some old kitchen towel that I reuse in my drawer of my desk, and then it makes it easier for me to turn the page and go on to the next. Right, this is the final time I'm going to say this. This book is actually done now. I've done all the pinky bits that I want to, and it's just given it a tiny little bit of colour, taken away the white, and I can't wait. Oh, I've missed a page there. I can't wait to be able to add all the photos and the journaling and the tickets and all that kind of thing. It's going to be very, very exciting. What I like, actually, I've got some yellow from old ink on the kitchen towel, and it's actually coming through a bit on the page. So I'm just going through and showing you, and that is my finished book, all ready for the adventures to be added. Thank you very much for watching me today. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy watching mini books being made. If you have any suggestions of any other types of mini book that you like the idea of me making, maybe some that I haven't made before, I will link up my playlist below so you can see other mini books that I've made. Please do let me know what you would like to see. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you don't already, and I will see you soon. Bye.